Hi, Patrick here, Have Cheetah Well View. We're a little late this week with our library run. So if it's Wednesday, and it is, well, it's the library day plus one. So this venture to the library was a little different. We did get the official word that our library will be no longer carrying CDs. No longer. So that's it. No more. First, it was VHS tapes, which they gave away for free, but they just said there's just not enough demand. And now CDs. So that's another format gone. But, of course, they're still accepting movies, and people are donating them in at record numbers. Last week was sort of thin as far as both, I had a good haul last week, but as far as the donations go, it was a little bit thin. But this week, they more than made up for it. They had a ton of movies out this week. And unfortunately, not a lot for us. So I decided to go ahead and make this trip worthwhile, though, and I decided to go look for some more books. I have been on a tremendous John Sandford kick, reading all his Lucas Davenport novels along with the Virgil books. So I went back to see if there's any new ones that come in. And so I did get a few, and I know there's not a lot of people here looking for books, but I'm going to still show you what I got because it's part of the haul. So any books that with the word prey in it, like this one, Night Prey, this is a Lucas Davenport novel. So this is the Prey series, and they're connected. The Virgil Flowers movies, the Virgil Flowers books, and the Davenport. So I got Night Prey. I got Certain Prey. These are all great books, by the way. Just a lot of fun to read. What can I say? I really enjoy the hell out of them. And so I've been reading quite a few. Let's see, we got Silent Prey. One good thing about these books too is that sometimes characters like the bad guys, they will get away in book one, and then he'll come back and bring them back in 2 or 3 books afterwards. He brought back one character, one famous character actually. I don't know how fans still feel about this one, but he brought a character named Clara Rinker in a series, and she was an elite assassin, and he was trying to stop her. And in the first book, she got away, and so 2, 3 books down the line, he brought her back. But he brought her back and he killed her, killed the character. I'm not really sure if the fans are really into that, even though she was sort of after Lucas. I don't think fans really were. She was sort of edging toward that anti-hero thing. I saved both books because I've read the first one. I read that years ago too because I remember the assassin, and then I remember they made a movie with actually Mark Harmon. They made a Lucas Davenport movie, and they featured Clara Rinker in that film. They only made one Prey movie. Though I will have to say that if Mark Harmon had decided to stop being Gibbs and became Davenport, it would have been a perfect fit. It would have been a perfect fit. That was Davenport does come across sort of like a Mark Harmon type. Maybe a little bigger than Mark Harmon physically, but still, it would have been a smart match. All right, now who would have played Virgil Flowers? I have no idea. That would have been fun to find out. And then I got Twisted Prey. And this is a sequel right here. I read a book called Silken Prey. And so this is we have featured a psychopathic congressperson. And this is Twisted Prey. He brings her back. So I don't know how that's going to work out, but it'll be a lot of fun to find out. And then, of course, the Virgil Flower stories. And his are all natural disasters. The weather, like his titles are all after weather events. Deep Freeze, Mad River, Rough Country. So he titles them a little differently. I like the Virgil Flower books very, very much. They can be a little heavy, but there's a lot more humor in them. And of course, there's all sorts of characters, supporting characters that, in the books, on both sides. You see characters pop up in Davenport books and also in Virgil Flower books. So one thing about John Sandford, though, and he's very much, I guess he's sort of like George R.R. Martin in this respect. He's not afraid to kill characters. There has been several characters, including a lot of the good guys, that have been either killed or have been so badly wounded that they've been forced to retire. He does not coddle his characters. He allows them to age in real time, and it makes for a really interesting reading. All right, so that's the book part. So I got a few movies here, and they're all just upgrades. Nothing new here except for one movie. I got upgrades from DVDs to Blu-rays, and so I got Sully with Tom Hanks and Aaron Eckhart. I got a copy of Saving Mr. Banks, basically Saving of Walt Disney, I think it is. Let me see. Or Mary Poppins. I don't know. I think it was Disney, the story of Mary Poppins. I don't know. I have to see it. Let's see. I got Monsters University on Blu-ray. Picked up Salt on Blu-ray. This actually looks really exciting. I've seen previews of this movie. I haven't watched it yet, but I've seen previews of it. It absolutely looks bonkers. And, of course, this aired on the History Channel, and they made a mini-series out of it. And, yeah, so I picked up the Hatfield and McCoys with Bill Paxton, the late Bill Paxton, and Kevin Costner. I heard this was really good, too. The only reason I didn't watch it, I heard they came out on the History Channel, and I was like, what? But I heard it was pretty good, so. The only new movie I got this week, and hopefully it'll come out next week or a couple of weeks on Blu-ray, but I did pick up a copy of the new Dungeons & Dragons movie. What's it? Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, which I heard was really a lot of fun, so I'm looking forward to that. I was glad to get it. That's the centerpiece, I should say, of what I got. That's it. That's a small haul this week. Wasn't much there in the way of movies. I just picked up all the Blu-rays to upgrade and some books. All right. Drop a comment. Say hi. If you're new to the channel, come by. Hit the sub button. Me and the Cheetah, we are pushing toward 1,300. We are pushing hard. So if you want to be a part of that, hit the sub button, and then we will see you next Tuesday for bag sale. Next week is already going to be bag sale. Hopefully there'll be something there for us. All right. We'll talk to you soon.